Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking over. It means a lot that you guys keep clicking. If you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. And I've never been so excited. I think it's been a while since I've been this excited to get a video out for you guys. It's Monday night. I feel like it's time to look into these hate comments. So, it's something that I've always thought about. Maybe I'll do one day. And as these, pile up, and inevitably because of the fact that I am getting bigger, obviously there's thousands and thousands of positive comments from all of you great viewers. Keep those up. But there are a few who just, are not having a good day, and they like to take it out on me. So I figured let's go through 10 to 20 hate comments. I have 60 ready, but whenever I feel like I've kind of said my piece here, I'll probably just cut it off. But yeah, I mean, let's just go through 20 of these hate comments and just laugh at the absolute stupidity. I actually, before we start, no hate to these people. They're probably just having bad days. So if you see their accounts in the comments, don't go after them, because that's what they do to me. I can take it because I have popularity off of this and I make money off of this, so that's good for me. But for you guys, there's no need to attack these people, because they've already done it enough to me. And obviously, for those of you who are leaving these comments, I personally want to thank you. You have added money to my bank account every single day and allowed me to go out and get food every single day that I like, and really just improve my life. You help the algorithm on these videos do better. Every time that you leave a negative comment, you're helping some random person out there see the video, like it, and subscribe. So I genuinely thank you guys so much for your inadvertent support. But in all seriousness, 70% of you guys who are watching these videos are not subscribed. Let's change that. It's easy and it's free. But that's it. Let's look at this absolute madness. Okay, so the first comment that I have, the guy says, "This is ignorant, lol. Be grateful that your race is something that you don't have to think about. If it makes you uncomfortable, good. It should. You can clearly benefit from that type of conversation." And then he goes on for a paragraph that I'm not going to read. So this guy obviously assumes that I'm white based off my opinions, which already shows his racism. For someone who's calling me out for such actions, he's really displaying it himself here. For those of you who don't know, I am black. Light skin, to be specific. So yes, that means that Usher is in fact my dad. No, all jokes aside, I think it's hilarious that these guys assume that because I disagree with them, because I don't think the way that they think, that I have to be an evil white man, which is just hilarious to me. And really, to me, it shows their lack of ability to explain themselves, and rather just say, "Oh, well, bad white man is you." Grr, like that's just, it's not an argument. It's not an argument, and it's actually quite embarrassing for them. But again, to you, I thank you. You are helping the channel grow. Thank you. Another one that we have here, bruh, this is clickbait. If someone can tell me what "un" means, I'd love to hear it in the comments. The thumbnail and you making a big deal out of nothing is completely useless, and I feel that you're just doing this for clout, because I only found your channel because of the drama. Okay, so this guy seems to be calling me out for the fact that he's accusing my thumbnails of being clickbait, which, first of all, clickbait is when you say that you're going to go over something in a video in the title or thumbnail, and then you don't. So if I had said Chantel called me out on Twitter and she didn't call me out on Twitter, that's clickbait. When I over exaggerate in the title or thumbnail to get you to click, that's good sales. That's being a smart YouTuber. Very, very, very different things. And then the other one was, I only found your channel because of the drama. What do you define as drama? Because I think that the gameplay itself is drama. I think that the gameplay itself is dramatic. And so if something dramatic is drama, I think you're confusing me, and you're definitely confusing yourself here. Again, thank you for your help on the channel's growth. Next, we have, let's see, this channel is one-dimensional. You are obsessed with Shan and Liana. No empathy on this channel. You will only get hate mob supporters and more support for them because people like you. Hold on. You will only get hate mob supporters and more support for them because people like you. So I think what they're saying is that you guys watching these videos are hate mob supporters. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of being called hate mob supporters. I think you guys are nice people who like good Survivor content, and people who are educated, i.e. me. This guy, again, he seems to be mad that I'm harping on Shane and Liana when they made a race-based alliance. And my main gripe with that is that when you create a black alliance, you're going to inevitably have white alliances, and then Asian, and then Hispanic, and that's not the way that the games, in my opinion, ought to be ought to be played. And again, I'm saying my opinion because it's not I'm not saying that you can't have your opinion. I'm just simply saying that, one, this is my channel. You can voluntarily click off of any of my videos, although thank you for clicking on it, continuously. But this guy just seems to not understand, to me, that just because somebody disagrees with you doesn't make them hate mob supporters. And it definitely does not mean that, because I make YouTube videos that I'm therefore supporting you guys, and he's calling you guys hate mob supporters. So basically he's saying that I'm feeding into a hate mob, which is absolutely hilarious. So the next one that I have here is, so when I called out RHAP, or Rob has a podcast, and for those of you who don't know, RHAP is a big podcast in the survivor realm that is very woke. They're always saying, "Oh, how brave of Shan, how brave of Liana, how brave of Ricard," and I obviously am not agreeing with that. So I made a video calling them out, and this person said one word: mad. Wow, I have to say, when I think of Nobel Peace Prize winning pieces, Liam Bacon comes to mind with this absolute stroke of genius that he hit in this comment. No, I mean, if you're gonna leave hate, at least make it funny and or detailed. I mean, this is just sad. Like, all in it, sad rhymes with mad. There you go. I mean, it just seems to me like this guy had no argument, and so instead of arguing against me like some of these other questionable people are, at least they're making flawed arguments. This guy is just saying the word mad, which is nor an argument, and definitely not a point that makes any sort of sense. I would try and dissect this guy's argument like I did the past three, but it seems like this guy didn't even leave one to dissect. So again, thank you for your support on the channel. The next one that I have is from Mike Marty. Says, unsubscribing. Don't like the direction that your channel, or that you're taking your channel. And to this I say, this is the best hate comment that I've seen so far. If you don't like me as a person, if you think I'm a racist mob, or as we'll see later, a Ku Klux Klan member, yes, somebody called me that. Yes, isn't it insane? But yes, if you don't like what I make, don't watch. It's okay. It's called freedom of expression. It's something that's valued in most places in the world nowadays, and it's something that you probably should know about. And if you don't like my channel, just don't click on my videos. It's I know it's so crazy to you, but it's that easy. All you have to do is click off the video if you don't like it. There's no need to hate on me and my fan base, calling us hate mob supporters, racists, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think this guy is the most mature out of all of these crazy people, although he is still obviously crazy for not loving my content. No, I'm just kidding. But this guy's prerogative to feel that way. The next one says, just admit it, you're misogynistic and move on. So apparently, because I am calling out Liana for consistently crying in the season for little to no reason over grilled cheeses and controlled votes that happen, and that moves that weren't made, and being hungry. I'm making a video calling out a reality star, and this person says that makes me misogynistic, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Being misogynistic is not calling out people for something that I did disagree with. Being misogynistic would be if I had said Liana is a woman, that is bad, like something that's actually offensive. I had simply said that Liana had been crying for reasons that are not sufficing to cry, and this guy of course turns it into well, you are a bad person because you disagree with me, which is absolutely hilarious to me, and honestly it gave me a nice chuckle. The next person says, first of all, it's mad annoying listening to your voice. Hating is not the way to go. And to that I say, first of all, yes, you're 100% correct. I can't even listen to my own videos. After I make them in the premiere, I always mute them because I hate listening to my own voice. But apparently there are tens of thousands of you that love my voice, which is absolutely insane to me, but great for y'all. And the second part, hating is not the way to go. Obviously, it's hilarious to me that this person in the first half of this hates, and then in the second half says hating is not the way to go. I think it's hilarious that they basically give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words of hate, and then give me 7 words of not hate. You're basically contradicting yourself. You're saying your voice is annoying, and then you're saying, but stop hating on X, Y, and Z, which, by the way, I'm not. But even if I was, I think it's super hypocritical of this person to call me out for hating, but then hate not after, but before that specific comment about me, quote unquote, hating on, I guess, Liana in this case. The next one that we have is from Prince of Ponderosa, I think. He says, this channel makes me laugh. The racist content with the ridiculous thumbnails that are obviously clickbait, your annoying and at times idiotic complaints, calling Liana a baby in your video when you literally are making yourself a victim, when you're the one calling out Shan in all of your videos and now Liana. You just can't get this stuff! Exclamation point. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Funny, you're the one calling her the immature one! Exclamation point. I also think I would also really would like to hear your input on my analogy, not trying to be toxic or anything like that. I just want to know what the heck is going on with your channel, and we'll touch on the edit part after. So let's just debunk this guy's entire argument. First sentence, this channel makes me laugh. It does the exact same thing for me. Second sentence, he says racist content. So I implore you to find one racist comment that I've ever made on this channel or in life in general. I think it's hilarious to me. Obviously, this person assumes my skin color before they know about it, which is hilarious and also racist in of itself. Which again, I'm not really surprised because these people obviously have something to hide if they're coming after me, someone who's completely innocent and just has an opinion that is different from them. They say you're annoying. I'm guessing this is about my voice, which again, 100% agree. And at times, idiotic complaints. I implore you to find one complaint that I made that was quote unquote idiotic, because for me the complaints I made are all warranted, thought out, and have at least some basis, and whether you disagree or agree, they have some factual backing to them. Calling Liana a baby in your video when you literally are making yourself the victim, when you're calling the one Shan, when you're the one calling Shan out in all your videos. So first of all, I can tell you that I've only talked about Shan at all in 3 videos. I made three Shan videos, and I also implore you to go look through all my videos. I've made over 100 and I think it's 70 videos now, and so 3 out of 170. I mean, I can hold on. Let's just go do that math. So 0.17%, meaning 17 out of 1,000 of my videos. No, sorry, 17 out of 10,000 of my videos are about Shan. I kind of rest my case on that one. Calling Liana a baby in your video when you are making yourself the victim. I've never made myself the victim. I've never once done that. I make a point not to, because I think having a victim mindset is not productive in your real life, or definitely on a YouTube channel with idiots out there like you. And then I said, and he says, you just can't get this stuff. You're right. You cannot get my content from any other creator. Obviously, there's so many survivor YouTubers out there who are so safe with their opinions and content, i.e. Idled Out, i.e. Meridian Review, i.e. Once Upon an Island. They're so safe with their content, and honestly, I don't blame them, because business-wise, it's not really a good idea to even get semi-political like I am. Like, I've never made a political statement, but I do make semi-political statements about topics that are connected to politics, although I've never said a president's name ever. I've never said a party's name ever, right? That's just not what I do, because there is a line that I personally don't want to cross, just for my video performance wise. But this person obviously does not care about that at all, and they seem to not understand that you need to do something different, right? And my thing is that I am a survivor YouTuber first, and second, I'm somebody who is going to call out nonsense when I see it, and I have no problem losing, a third of my viewers, or having a very like to dislike ratio that is very controversial. I have no problem doing that, because I'm going to speak how I feel. I think it's something that this new generation coming up that I am in needs to learn and get used to, is speaking how you feel. Even if I disagree with you, speaking how you feel and articulating your ideas is a big part of being right. Because if you're gonna sit here and call people racist and call people annoying, instead of actually saying why you feel the way that you do, it just shows that you don't have an argument that has any validity to it. This person goes on to say, I'm immature, which I think is hilarious considering that in this hate comment they are using laughing emojis. I think twice actually. No, sorry, 4 times, which I think is quite funny. They say I actually would really like to hear your input on my analogies. So this guy's obviously fishing for me to respond in the comments, which obviously is not going to happen because I mean I didn't even know that apparently this guy has a channel, and so I'm actually probably going to blur his name out so that he doesn't get any subscribers from this quote unquote shout out that I'm going to give him. But yeah, I mean I didn't know who this guy was. Apparently he has a channel that is not doing too well apparently because I've heard of it. But yeah, I mean he says not trying to be toxic or anything, which again, after writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences that are extremely toxic, to then say, well, I'm not trying to be toxic or anything like that, which again is kind of a common theme in all of these comments. They're always like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like I hope you die. Like, you know, it's like saying no offense and then saying something very offensive. It doesn't matter what you preface it with. What, you know, the meat and potatoes of what you're saying is much more important than the salt and pepper on top. Somebody says, I just want to know what the heck is going on with your channel. Again, I think I've addressed this. There's no need to repeat myself. And then this guy says, edit. I thought this would get a lot of hate. Guess I was wrong. Also, there's no way Survivor Spencer is replying to this. He got exposed. Again, this guy's still trying to fish for a response from me in the comments, which is really sad. Like now he's being like, there's no way you would ever respond to me. Like, you know, like trying to get me to get frustrated and respond to him, which, you know, if you're watching Prince of Ponderosa, I think this is absolutely awesome. I think it really does help the channel grow. And, you know, like right there, 6 likes. 6 people clicked on this video and liked that, which is 6 more viewers, which means more money in my bank account. So I really, really appreciate that, Prince. I really, really do. I think we can move on to the next comment. Somebody says, who cares? Too political. To that I say, again, I do not get political. I get semi-political. I talk about socio-economic things that are within the game. I only talk about things that are within the game. I've never talked about just politics in general. You'll never hear me bringing up hot button political topics unless either it happens within the show or with a player, maybe on Twitter. Aside from that, I will never bring up, you know, politics that are just completely unrelated. You've never heard me speak about, well, I'm not going to name, you know, examples, but just think of the hot button political topics right now. You've never heard me speak about most of them for a reason. Even though I have vehement opinions on them, I would never share that here because this channel is not a political channel, but maybe I'll create a political channel in the future. Let me know if y'all want that. Next comment we have is, Jesus, let it go, dude. Stop watching if you're this triggered. So I really don't like this argument of, well, just stop watching, right? Just stop watching. It's very similar to the, you know, opinion of people who, you know, so, okay, let's say party A wins an election and the other party is frustrated. And party A says, well, if you're so mad, then just leave the country. That's not the answer. You don't just abandon when you lost. That's being a sore loser. And trust me, I know a lot about that. You know, it's to me, it's something where if you lose, especially in an election, something that's so fair and that is decided by by the majority of the people or majority of the representatives. So for me, it's like, if you're going to tell me that because I disagree with something, I have to stop watching it, I think you kind of, you know, argued against yourself almost in that way, because you're saying that I cannot watch the show if I disagree with you. You're also saying I'm triggered, which I think is hilarious because I have not once raised my voice in this in this video the entire time. Notice, because I really don't care about this comments. I just like content, and to all of these people, you know, I'll go back. We got Liam, Mike Mars, Ryan West, Gail Williams, Prince of Ponderosa, JD, Bluefish, all of you guys. You're really, really helping the channel grow. So I really, really do appreciate it. Is that it? Nope. Okay, so on this comment, which again, ratio, this guy says, Joel Domino says, as she should. Now, for context, this is my video where I addressed Evie calling that, you know, saying that her pet peeves are men, and then, you know, saying that, you know, basically insinuating that she didn't like men. And then this guy, or girl, or it, said, as she should, which I think is hilarious. So you're condoning the hatred of an entire sex, which I think is all like that in and of its own. That's pretty biased of you to do. And you know, I think it shows in this ratio that there are 20 people in the comments that are laughing at you. as well as me, as well as the 1,000+ people who are going to see this in the next 24 hours. I think it's hilarious that we're all laughing at you right now because you're condoning the hatred of an entire sex. I'm not even, and again, I didn't even address this comment, by being offended, because again, I don't like to be in that victim mentality, but apparently you do, because you think it's okay for you to villainize an entire sex. But then again, that's neither here nor there. And I think this is my last one for this one. If y'all want a part 2, tell me in the comments. I got a ton of these just waiting to go. The last one that we'll talk about is the most intellectual, complex one out of all of this. So first of all, the name, Dumb Shrew. The profile picture, which I believe is some sort of ferret or guinea pig. And the emoji that he gives, a clown one. And to this I say, how in the world did you get this much knowledge? I mean, there is going to Princeton and Harvard and Yale and MIT at the same time, and then there's this guy. I mean, he's just on a different level, and by different, I mean much lower. This is absolutely sad. You should be ashamed of yourself. And last but not least, the creme de la creme, we have from We Can All Eat. Very controversial already. I mean, I don't know if we can all eat. No. So the guy says, "Dude, in this day and age, you sound like a real Klansman. As a white man, I am disappointed in you. I hope that people will see for the bigot that you are." So I think this guy assumes I'm white. I would think so, which again, already more racist than anything that I've ever said on this channel by a mile, which is, none, because I've never said anything racist on this channel. This guy obviously cannot say the same. This guy, okay, so let's break it down, word for word. So he says, in this day and age, you sound like a real Klansman. So first of all, he's prefacing by saying nowadays. So I guess what he's trying to frame it as is that if I disagree with him in this day and age, I am from the olden days, right? Because in this day and age, apparently it's the Overton window has now closed to only his beliefs, which if you don't know what that is, we'll look it up. But basically, the amount of acceptable beliefs that are able to be had are only the ones that he has, which is completely selfish and really just it just shows his lack of empathy for anybody who doesn't completely agree with him. He then calls me a Klansman, and to that I say, I cannot believe that the Klan is now taking in blacks. I mean, how inclusive of them to do so. I mean, for me, I think this is a huge step forward. No, and all jokes aside, come on now. Did not know that I was going to be the first black Klansman of all time. And then he says, as a white man, which immediately hilarious to me. Then he says, I'm disappointed in you as a white man. So, I mean, listen, he was disappointed in me. But then when he said as a white man, I was immediately, my ears perked up like a dog after that one. And then he says, I hope people see you for the bigot that you are. Again, I think people see me. I don't know about the bigot part, but we have tens of thousands of people who are supporting me. Love you guys so much. Obviously, this guy needs some love from, I mean, maybe his family. I really don't know. I mean, this guy seems like he's in a dark place, so I'm not going to get personal with him, and instead I'll just hope that he gets the mental help that he needs. That's it, guys. I just wanted to address this, but just some of these haters. Obviously, the vast majority of comments are so positive. It shows that I had to scroll for an hour to find all these. So I think it's awesome. Continue to give great positive comments, or if you want to be in one of these videos, please leave negative comments so that I can absolutely roast you and get views off you. You'll see a video tomorrow, probably again at 8. I don't know. I know what the video's gonna be tomorrow, but I actually don't. So we'll just have to see then. Thank you guys for the continued support. None of this happens without you guys. Without you guys, I'm just a weird guy speaking into a weird microphone. If that's it, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.